A live look tonight outside the downtown library in Baton Rouge. The parish's library system facing a potential cut in funding from a new proposition by Mayor President Sid Edwards. Edwards calling this proposal a way to pay for critical needs such as public safety, infrastructure, and economic development while maximizing the impact of tax dollars.
It involves transferring funds already allocated to the library system and moving them into the parish's general fund. As part of the proposal, the rededicated funds would go to raising BRPD officer pay from just under $41,000 to $58,000. It also includes a 12% decrease in tax revenue collected by shrinking the millage rate. Additional funds would go to economic development projects and critical infrastructure. Each council member would also receive funding for special projects for their district.
News 2's Sarah Gray-Barr asked the library system about what this tax could mean for them. She's live tonight at the library downtown. What's the reaction to this?
Michael, surprise. I spoke with Mary Stein. She's the assistant library director for East Baton Rouge Parish Libraries. She told me just yesterday the parish mayor president had a conversation with the library board where they discussed budget changes and proposals. This isn't what she expected.
It was scary.
East Baton Rouge Parish Assistant Library Director Mary Stein says she remembers what happened last time the library was part of the City Parish General Fund.
We closed libraries in 1985 when we were part of the general fund. The slice that the library got from the general fund, basically it's a slice of pie. It got smaller and smaller.
Stein says the library left the general fund back in 1986 when voters in EBR passed a 10-year dedicated property tax to fund the library system. Every decade, this tax has been renewed, and it'll be on the ballot this October. The library has its own proposal, which is what they're bringing to the EBR Metro Council next Wednesday.
We figured out that we could lower our millage from 11.1s to 10.5.
Mayor President Sid Edwards has a different proposal. He also wants to see a tax cut from the library, but he wants it bigger. He wants to cut the library millage rate from 11.1 to 9.8 and take some of that money that would have previously gone to the library and give it to BRPD for raises or to individual council districts for projects.
Drainage, stormwater, infrastructure. They happen to be the body right now that holds that money in that millage. We just want to put it in our general fund.
Why take the money from the library at all?
I guess I could have chosen a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? I just looked, the surplus.
Edwards says the library system has $114 million in budget surplus. Stein says that's not accurate.
The money we have put aside in surplus is actually next year's entire budget. It is the savings we have accrued over time, drip, 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 to fund the Baker branch renovation, the Zachary branch renovation.
Edwards wants to take his proposal to the Metro Council in early March.
First, our council would have to agree with going forward with this, and then if they do, it would go to the ballots in October.
If approved, October's ballots could be especially confusing.
That'll be a little confusing for the voters, so it'll be an interesting couple of months for us to try to figure out what it all means.
Edwards says his proposal will not harm public libraries.
So we're not out to hurt libraries, okay? Matter of fact, we're going to have a commitment to have the best funded library system in the state of Louisiana.
The library says any cut in funding may lead to projects being pushed down the line or programs ended.
I'm going to have to tell the people in Baker, Central, Zachary, Delmont, okay, we may be able to keep your branches open 7 days a week, but you're not getting that new roof.
We also reached out to BRPD to get their comment on the tax proposal. They declined to speak. Live in Baton Rouge, Sarah Gray-Barr, WBRZ News 2.